Page number 292. In the above constructions, the antecedents of who are I, Ram, and they, and not it. So the relative pronoun agrees in number and person with its antecedent, not with it. See Article 468 above. Exercise 68. Fill up the blanks. First, this is the boy who dash done it. Second, these are the boys who dash done it. Third, give me some mangoes that dash sweet to the taste. Fourth, who is the boy that dash done it? Fifth, who are the boys that dash done it? Sixth, those who dash past will be readily admitted. Seventh, you are the man who dash guilty. Eighth, I am the man who dash done it. Page number 293. Ninth, it dash he who guilty. He who dash guilty. 10th, I who dash your leader dash you this order. 11th, each of these houses dash a garden of dash own. 12th, it is I who dash younger than you. 13th, it is they who dash done this. 14th, it dash I who dash guilty. 15th, it dash you who dash guilty. 16th, you are the man who dash to suffer for it. 17th, who do you think that I dash question mark. 472. The case of the pronoun following than and as has to be determined by mentally supplying the verb. I love you better than he loves you. He loves you better than me. He is not so strong as you. In the bracket are. Note, than is a conjunction, but it has come to be used as a preposition to in a few cases. See Article 284. 473. A noun or pronoun in the possessive case should not be used as the antecedent to a relative pronoun. In the bracket, possessive case. Thus, instead of writing, I went to the man's house who is my friend, you should write, I went to the house of the man who is my friend. 474. Emphatic pronouns. Emphatic pronouns can never stand alone as subjects. Hence, we should write, he and I went there, not myself. I will do it. In the bracket, not myself. This means instead of I, you should never write myself. But we can use he and I myself went there. I myself will do it. 475. There are a few adjectives such as alone, asleep, afraid, awake, aware, alive, content, etc. that can be used only predictively. Predictively. See Article 68b. I am alone. He is asleep. They are content. He is afraid. 476. Similarly, a few adjectives such as former, older, etc. can be used only attributively. See Article 68a. He is a former teacher of this school. This custom prevailed in olden times. 477. Adjectives or adverbs question mark. To express some quality of the subject, use the adjective, not an adverb. Students will do well to remember that if some part of the verb to be can be employed as a connective, the adjective is required. But if any phrase denotes manner can be substituted, The adverb should be used. Example, he looks angry. He left the place angrily. It tastes sweet. He spoke sweetly. I feel cold. We were received coldly. He feels sad. He left the place sadly. 478. The use of that in such comparisons as the following should be carefully noted. Example, Ram's house is better than that of Jadoo. The brother of Karim is taller than that of Abdul. The population of India is larger than that of France. His name is as familiar as that of your brother. Page number 294. If the first sentence were written as Ram's house is better than Jadoo, it would have meant a comparison between Ram's house and Jadoo, the man, as absurdity. Similarly, in the other sentences, conversely, note the absence of that in the following. Example, India is larger than France. The Indus is longer than the Ganges. I love your brother as much as Jadoo. 479. Adjective of different degrees cannot be joined by and. See Article 86. Incorrect. He is the strongest and very tall boy in the class. Correct. He is the strongest and tallest boy in the class. Incorrect. This town is more populous and very populous. Correct. This town is very populous and very prosperous. This town is more populous and more prosperous. 480. When objects of the same class are compared, other should be inserted after any, all, or no to show the exclusion or separation. In the bracket, Article 80. Incorrect. He is better than any boy in the class. Correct. Any other boy in the class. Incorrect. No boy is good as he. Correct. Nowhere boy. Incorrect. The tiger is fierce than all animals. Correct. All other animals. Incorrect. No animal is so fierce as the tiger. Correct. No other animal. Incorrect. He was wiser than all men. Correct. All other men. Incorrect. No man was so wise as he. Correct. No other man. But in comparison by superlatives, other is not used. He is the best of all the boys, not all the other boys. The Himalayas are the highest of all mountains. 481. Each and every are followed by a singular number. In phrases like every 3 hours, every is equal to each group of. Every man must do his duty. Each of the boys was given a cup. B. Two singular subjects proceed by each or every, even though connected by and, take a singular verb. Each man and each woman was given a prize. Every student and every teacher is responsible for the good name of the class. In the bracket, see Article 461. C. When the antecedent is plural, each is also plural. Example, the boys each have done their works. We each have done our work. F. T. Wood, Article 146 C. 482. Repetition of the article. When two or more nouns joined by and refer to the same thing, the article is used only before the first. But if they refer to separate things, the article should be repeated before each. In the bracket, see Articles 101 and 461. 60 in the bracket 1. The secretary and the treasurer have done this. In the bracket, two separate men. Page number 295. The secretary and treasurer has done this. In the bracket, one and the same man. 483. When adjectives joined by and qualify a single noun to refer to different objects, the definitive article is repeated before each adjective if the noun is singular, or the definite article is placed only before the first adjective if the noun is plural, but the verb is plural in both cases. Example: the first and the second boy were rewarded. The first and second boys were rewarded. The black and the white cow were sold. The black and white cows were sold. If the same object is meant, the article is not repeated and the noun is singular. The black and white cow is equal to one cow partly black and partly white. The black and the white cow means two cows, one black, the other white. The deaf and dumb man means one man, both deaf and dumb. The deaf and the dumb man means two men, one deaf and the other dumb. Exercise 69. Correct. First, the first and second boy will get prizes. Second, there are 2 medals for the first and the second boys. Third, the Atlantic lies between the old and new world. Fourth, I have read only the first and second chapter. Fifth, no mountain is so high as the Himalayas. Sixth, the Pacific Ocean is bigger than all oceans in the world. Seventh, the Ganges is holier to the Hindus than any river. Eighth, no man was so wise as Solomon. Ninth, Solomon was wiser than any man. 10th, no fruit is so palatable as mangoes. 11th, iron is the most useful of all other metals. 12th, no river is so holy to the Hindus as the Ganges. 13th, the black and white cat quarrelled. 484. A single auxiliary may serve 2 principal verbs if the construction allows it. Example: I have lost him but got you. That means have got. Some were acquitted and some punished. That means were punished. But let us examine the following sentences. He has been enrolled, but your brother resigned. I have retired and a new man appointed. Expanded, these sentences become: he has been enrolled, but your brother has been resigned. I have retired and a new man have appointed. Which are wrong? The correct forms are: he has been enrolled, but your brother has resigned. I have retired and a new man has been appointed. Page number 296. 485. 2 auxiliaries may be used with one principal verb or adjective when the form of the latter allows it. Example: I never have nor even will hurt anybody. I did not and will not go there. They are and have been always active. But let us examine the following sentences. I never have nor ever will go there. They have and will always help me. Expanded, the sentences become: I never have go there, nor ever will go there. They have always helped me and will always help me, which are wrong. The correct forms are I have never gone there, nor will ever go. They have always helped me and will always help me. 486. Prepositions come before their objects except first when the object is the relative pronoun that. This is the man that I spoke of. I heard the story that was talked about. Second, often when the object is an interrogative pronoun or a relative pronoun understood. Example, what have you come here for? What are you wondering at? This is the boy I spoke of. It is the thing I asked for. 487. One preposition is sometimes wrongly made to do the work of two. Thus, the following sentences are wrong. He has come and will return to Japan. He was appointed and dismissed from the post. The correct forms should be he has come from and will return to Japan. He was appointed to the post and dismissed from it. 488. Correlatives. Correlatives are pairs of words that are regularly used together. They are sometimes called correlative conjugations, but that is hardly correct because a member of the correlatives may be something other than a conjugation. Here are some of the important correlatives. First, both and. Both Ram and Kali were present there. In the bracket, not as well as. He is both rich and powerful. Note, if as well as is to be used, dropped both as Ram as well as Kali was present there, he is rich as well as powerful. Second, either dash or. Neither dash nor. Either he or his brother was there. Neither the boy nor his brother was present. Third, not only dash but also. Not only he but his brothers also were present. He insulted not only me but also my brother. He is not only foolish but also wicked. 297. Note, with the correlatives not only but also, it is perhaps rather pedantic to insist that the also must never be omitted. A sentence like the following may be regarded as quite acceptable English. Not only beginners but even experienced craftsmen may learn much from this book. Would. Fourth, as dash so. As you sow, so shall you reap. As I am ill, I cannot go. Note, good English requires that the clauses introduced by as, the casual conjugation, should precede the main clause. Fifth, as, so, as. He is as poor as you. He is not so poor as you. He is as eager as you are. He is not so eager as you are. Note, a modern usage prefers so as for negative sentences, but see Article 292b. Against the use of the like after as or so, the following sentences are wrong. He is not so strong like you. I am as eager like you. Sixth, so that. He is so angry that he cannot speak. He is so weak that he cannot walk. Seventh, such as. Only such boys are wanted as have passed. The defect was such as to cause anxiety. Eighth, such that. Such was his misfortune that nobody helped him. The defect was such that it caused anxiety. Ninth, The same as, the same that. This is the same book as that. He is the same person as I saw yesterday. But is this the same as, or same that, or the same you showed me before? 10th. No sooner than. No sooner than I sit down than they left the place. No sooner had he gone than I reached the place. 11th. Hardly. When. Hardly was he gone when the party broke up. Hardly had he left the house when it began to rain. Note: but Nesfield gives both before and when, after hardly. 12th. Scarcely before or when. Scarcely had he left the house when it began to rain. He was scarcely gone before the place. Note: in clauses beginning with no sooner, hardly, scarcely, the auxiliary precedes the subjects as shown above. 13th. Other than, besides, else than, but. Give me other books than this. He has no other friend than you. I have none else than you. No other person besides my friend applied. Page number 298. 489. Each member of the correlative should be followed by words of the same class. Example. The wrong examples. First, he not only went to you but also to your father. Second, he helped me not only with men but also gave me some money. Third, he neither offended me nor my brother. Fourth, neither did he work nor sleep. Fifth, he helped me both with men and money. Sixth, I did this both for you and him. Now, in the first sentence, not only is followed by a verb but also by an adverb phrase. In the second, not only is followed by an adverb phrase but also by a verb. In the last, both is followed by a preposition, but and is followed by a pronoun. The correct form should therefore be: first, he went not only to you but also to your father, or he not only went to you but also went to your father. Second, he not only helped me with men but also gave me some money, or he helped me not only with men but also with money. Third, he offended neither me nor my brother. Fourth, neither did he work nor did he sleep, or he neither worked nor slept. Fifth, he helped me both with men and with money, or he helped me with both men and money. Sixth, I did this both for you and for him, or I did this for both you and him. Exercise 70. Transform the following